And I think we're almost here because there's the beginning of the many tori. Photo taken. Here we go. Up some pace now. The slow old ones have dropped off. Now it's only the young ones left. The young folk, the fit folk. I'll just throw myself into one of both categories. Jam out of the way. I thought they were all old people, but they were just moving like old people. They were actually a bunch of young people. So I felt incredibly fit and young as a result. I think they were Chinese people getting their wedding photos taken. Back there, she dressed as a geisha, he dressed as a samurai, or whatever the male equivalent of a geisha is. Interesting way to come get married, I suppose. That's all right. Little kids are rude little cunts anywhere in the world, clearly. Something tells me we're about to experience something of a log jam again, because I'm reasonably fit and this is pretty hard. By the time we get here, this is really a little bit difficult. Last time we thought there couldn't be any more, and there are more. They must stop eventually, right? I'm not really so enamored of my 3 layers of clothing now as I was about half an hour ago. Now I understand why most of the people coming up here are wearing t-shirts and not a t-shirt, a long sleeve and a coat. Well planned, Matt. So after all that, turns out, according to that we're only halfway up. Here we go again. Well, unless I'm mistaken, it turns out that we possibly weren't only halfway up at all, because that was only about 5 minutes ago. So unless there's somewhere else to go, I think this might be it. I think this could be it. This is the top. That's the shrine. That's the view. This appears to be the top. It doesn't look like there's anything else higher than here. I think those two are going to get married, or a room, one or the other. Wherever they go, it won't be up. It'll be down. So I think I might go back and have another look at that shrine, because that's kind of what we came for, right? So I am fairly sure that this is... the Inia shrine. Inia, I think is how you pronounce it. It's kind of not all that different to an old Australian cemetery, I guess. Probably looks a touch more interesting, a little bit consistent in terms of the style. But there are places for incense to be burnt, and there are cats or foxes, I think they are. There's places for incense sticks to be burnt there. There's the little mini torii with the messages on them. Or the messages all... Oh no, the messages are all different. The foxes on this one, foxes are revered. There's more foxes up the top there. Biggish ones. It's really a bit strange because it kind of looks like a, you know, on first glance, it sort of looks like a scrapyard because there's just stuff kind of hanging around everywhere. But I guess that's not actually knowing the context of what it's all for. It's clearly not a scrapyard, and it's obviously not a stock room because that's what I thought it looked like. This is the actual shrine. It's kind of sad that I didn't realise it was the shrine, But hey, when you're not used to these things, that's what happens. Especially when that sign down there makes it look like you're only halfway up. Because I say this is actually the top. I think some of these tombs or markings or gravestones, whatever they are, some of them are very, very old. Very, 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 very old. I'd love to know how old. And some of them only got Chinese on them. There's no Japanese text there. Now after all that, I've got to go back down again. I think I better spend some time here to get some quality out of it. Oh, it goes further down. It goes even further down there. It's either a very large blow. Oh, it's a giant bumblebee. It's probably royal or something here. I better not kill it. Now here's one of the elements of coming down that you don't see when you're going up. There's messages all over the torii as you're coming down, which you probably can't see particularly well in this light, but they're there on this side. You still can't see them. They're there on this side as per this, but they're not there on that side. They're all the way down. Come this way, or I would have maybe thought this was it and stopped. Well, I've just been up, the whole way up. I know the count of steps to the top. I've seen it somewhere. I don't know how much it is off the top of my head, but it's huge. It's a big number. That was very, very trying, physically trying. It was lovely when I got to the top. Didn't spend much time there because really it was just a shrine. I didn't really understand what any of the individual bits were. And anyway, so took the way back down that was clearly the road less taken because there was hardly anyone on it, but it was really nice. There were lots more small shrines on the way down. So that made it worthwhile going down that way because we weren't caught in amongst a million people. It was just really quiet and relatively easier to navigate. But now we're back down in Tourist Trap Central and it's probably time to escape, I think. A whole avenue of sakura. That's not the right word, is it? It's not an avenue. They're on the banks of a man-made canal. But they're gorgeous. And all the way down there on the other side as well. It's absolutely beautiful.